Hey
Hey,
guys!
guys!
So if you're anything like me, your kids are asking a lot of questions about
Yep.
COVID-19 and you can't really answer them all that well. And so I'm really excited that Presley has the opportunity to talk to Andy Slavitt, one of the top healthcare leaders in the US, today via Skype. Are you excited?
Definitely.
All right, here we go.
Hi, thank you for speaking with me.
I'm so happy to speak with you.
My first question is, when are we going to go back to school?
When do you want to go back to school?
Just want to go back soon.
Yeah, you miss your friends. I think most kids are probably not going to go back to school for the rest of this year. I've got two kids. They're stuck with us here. Everybody's working really hard so that you can go back to school in the fall. Well, we don't know for sure. I think that's probably what most people would guess.
Will COVID-19 ever be over, and how would they know?
Good question. So let me give you the straight story here, okay? There will be a part of COVID-19 that we're going through right now, which is a part before we have a vaccine. And then there will be a part of COVID-19 that we'll have after we have a vaccine. Very different than the part we're going through now. In other words, there may still be such a thing as COVID-19, just like there's such a thing as the flu and other kinds of things, but we know how to protect each other. We'll know how to be safe and how to stop people from getting sick. So things will be a lot more like they used to be. So this part of what we're going through will absolutely be over. And I know it's boring, it's frustrating, it's sometimes a little bit scary, but you get to hang out with your mom, and that's cool, isn't it? Right? That's cool. So you get to do that. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, a lot fewer people are getting sick, and scientists are working on a vaccine like all day and all night.
Okay.
I have a question. Will we still have to wear face masks?
It's a good question. I think that's going to be a personal choice, and I think some people probably will.
Like forever or just for until they find a vaccine?
I think some people will because they'll be worried about other, it's just a raising people's awareness that different kind of viruses happen and go around. We're used to shaking hands, right? We grew up, shake hands, high five, fist bump, whatever, right? But it may be when you're a grown up, maybe people aren't really shaking hands as much. Maybe they're bowing or maybe they're head nodding or something like that because we don't want sicknesses like this to spread.
Sometimes I use my inhaler for reactive airways. Does that mean COVID-19 would be worse for me?
So first of all, it's very, very safe for kids. If you use an inhaler, I think it's good to be a little bit more careful, just a little bit safer. But kids your age, I mean, the data, if you look at all the data, the kids anybody under 20, 90% of them don't even know they have it.
The flu isn't like that. How is this virus like that?
It's really sneaky. It's a really sneaky virus. I mean, the first 5 days that you have it, you don't know you have it when you're highly contagious. When you're asymptomatic, there's a lot of carriers, and it looks around and it preys on the people that are sicker and older. And so that's where all of us have a responsibility to, like our grandparents and other people who are sick, to make sure we're not doing things by mistake. We would never do it on purpose, but by mistake that don't get them sick.
What happens if you're having a baby soon? Is it safe to go to the hospital?
Do you know somebody having a baby soon?
No, I don't.
You don't. Oh.
This is just very curious about this.
It's a great question. If you're going to have a baby soon, you can still go to the hospital to have a baby. What they do is, you're a very smart question. They tend to separate people who have infectious diseases and conditions like COVID-19 from people who are coming in because they have to come in for another reason, like to have a baby. And hospitals don't want moms and babies to get COVID-19.
I think my last question, is there a chance the kids will not go back to school in the fall?
Yeah, I think there's always a chance. I mean, I've got a senior in high school who would be getting ready to start college next year. And, there are colleges that are already indicating they may not start till January.
Okay.
I would bet, though, that for you, I would bet that kids your age, you'll probably will be more likely to go back to school They'll find a safer way to do that. But, you're going to just have to be a little bit careful. But, they'll decide in the city that you live in.
Could this be the worst virus in the whole entire world?
The answer is no, it won't be the worst virus in the whole entire world because we have a lot of kids that grew up to become scientists, and they're working on this all the time. The best scientists in the world are. So I know right now, before they have a vaccine, it feels kind of scary because it feels like we don't know what's going to happen because we're right in the middle. It's like if you're in a soccer game that you end up winning 5-1, but you were losing 1-0 at one point, and you were like, maybe we're going to lose. But then you scored 5 goals. We know it's going to work out. There will be sad parts. I'm not going to pretend there won't be sad parts. There will be people who are sick and people who die. But I don't think you should think about, this as something we won't be able to fix or to control.
All right, what'd you think?
Awesome.
Yeah, he was really smart. Lots of great answers. I hope you guys got something out of it, and we will see you very soon, right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.